Bushimo. What's up YouTube, this is Benjamin Sopkin from BS Anime, and I'm here to do a review of Love Live School Idol Festival, sometimes known as LLSIF or Idol Hell. So this game has been out for quite some time, and I felt it would have been a good time to get my review about this game. So this game can be for the Muse and not chorus, as you can see these two different screens, and they also have a variety of songs like this song that can come up to start up, or it could also be this song. But let's go ahead and go into the game itself. So if you don't know already, Love Live School Idol Festival is a mobile game available for iPhone and Android, and here we're gonna go right before the 4th anniversary of the game, and where they're giving out a bunch of rewards for playing the game. So let's go to the main menu of this game. Wait a second. There we go, that's much better. Okay, just kidding. So I've been playing this game for a long time. Here is what the old screen used to look like, and there were some old screenshots from back when I was playing back in the day, where they had some old birthdays as well as some of my old scouts, where I got this amazing Maki from a long time ago. So I've been playing since about late 2015 or so. So I'm really experienced with this game, and I've played this game for a really long time. So I more or less know a lot of the ins and outs of this game, and I'm here to explain all in detail about this game that I'm about. So while this is going on, I'm gonna show you the basics of this game. So this game is a rhythm game, and I've played a variety of rhythm games back in the time. This is being one of the ones that I play most at this time. Now while I watch my garbage gameplay, let's talk about why I ended up starting playing this game. So in my history of rhythm games, I have played games such as Guitar Hero, which was the first rhythm game I started playing about when I was in 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade or something like that, because my friends started playing it, and that was one of the big popular rhythm games that I started playing. Then I eventually learned about Rock Band, which is, closely related to Guitar Hero, and then I later got introduced to this game. So I played this game around, 2015, and there was a bunch of other games that are very much like this, like Osu, or Emo, Boaz, or Bang Dream, or however you call that. So if you play those games, maybe you want to give this a try. Maybe you're not very well into the Love Live world, which is fine. I wasn't when I started. In fact, I really didn't even know too much about Love Live back then. All I knew, they just had a bunch of songs. So this game is known to have a lot of songs. So this game has a lot of songs, so well, you might ask me, why should I start playing? Well, reason number one, it will help you learn a lot about Love Live and Love Live songs. There is a lot of variety of songs which all have different styles. I will play you some examples right now. So as you can see from the small selection of songs, there are fast songs, slow songs, some that might be a little more electronic, some may be a little bit more traditional, some might have the piano, some might not. So there are just a bunch of songs that are out there, and it's just a good idea just to try out each song and see what you like, because I'm sure there are songs that will be there for you. Reason number 2 is that it's just overall just a fun rhythm game. And lastly, you can collect a lot of members with a lot of nice designs. So as I'll go show you, there are a lot of girls out here that you can go collect, from Muse, Aquaz, Arise, Saint Snow, the soon to be added PDP characters, as well as a bunch of normal girls, which there is a massive selection of those. Each of these characters will have multiple variations, especially with the 9 Muse and 9 Aquaz. This will lead to about over 1,000 different types of costumes you can collect, which each one can be idolized for a different form. So if you like collecting a bunch of nice, cute, or cool designs, maybe this game is for you. So the next thing is, let's talk about some of the features of this game. So while you are playing this game, you can do something called idolizing. Idolizing is basically raising them to a next level. Some games, just like this, have different forms of calling idolizing. Idolizing is more or less when you take a certain rarity and you get a duplicate, you could combine them into a new form, which is going to be better. It raises its max level and gives it a new outfit or design. This can be done with any rarity. So this is pretty big part of the game, so if you collect a duplicate, you're not screwed. In the original game, when I started playing, you must collect duplicates in order to get this to happen, but during some update a long time ago, they added a nice feature where you can go ahead and turn a duplicate into a sticker and use that sticker to idolize other characters of that rarity. Or if you collect a mass amount of them, you can go ahead and idolize something of higher rarities. The rarity system works by the lowest being a normal, then being a rare, super rare, super rare, and ultra rare. Super rare was added at some point in the game a little while ago, so there isn't a whole lot of super rares, but that is something nice that they added that wasn't in the original game. So continuing on, the next thing you could do is called practicing, or how I like to call it, idol cannibalism. So idol cannibalism, or practice, this is where you take an idol and just use them as a material to enhance the level of your character. Your character, depending on what rarity, has a certain max level. You can use certain, generally traditionally a bunch of normals, to raise the level to increase your stats of your character. You could also use support members, which will be better at doing this, but they have no purpose on being a team because their stats are god awful. So you're more or less having an idol eat other idols to get stronger, cannibalism or something like that. No big deal. So the way that scouting works is that there are multiple different ways you can scout. The most basic way is just using friend points to scout. These friend points are collected through doing challenges, or should I call them goals, or participating in events, or you just get them by completing songs, or if you use one of your friends as a way to collect friend points. Traditionally, when I started playing, friend points were extremely scarce. I was struggling to collect friend points, but over the updates they added a lot more goals and a lot more ways to collect friend points. Now friend points are just so abundant, I have no idea what to do with them. But you can use this in a friend scout to collect normals and a very small chance to get a rare. I don't know the actual percentage, but I think it's definitely less than 10% for you to get it. Then you can go and do what is a more advanced scout, where it will require love gems. Love gems is the special currency for this game. You can collect them by doing certain goals. You can get one by logging in every day. There's a bunch of events that come out that will just give you love gems. You can participate in events, or if you get an idolized character and complete their story by maxing out their bond by just using the character a lot, you'll receive one love gem. You can only do this once per character, but this applies to whatever rarity, including normals. So once you idolize your normal, probably get that story done. I think, kill it through cannibalism or special practice. By collecting all these love gems, it'll take 5 for a normal 1 scout, or highly recommended to go save 50 so you can get 10 plus 1 and guaranteed super rare. The love gems will be also can be purchased if you want to spend money. I don't, I'm a free player. When I first started playing, they didn't guarantee super rares for certain scouts, so one time I did attempt that and I got 11 rares, and that literally made me quit the game for some time because I was so pissed. Don't do that, but you can't do that now, thank God, so lucky for you guys. Also, there are some special scouting events known as step-up scouts. Step-up scouts will cost traditionally 30 love gems, and then it'll raise it to 40, then 50, and then they each guarantee you a chance at a super rare, but if you go all the way to the 3rd scout, you will be guaranteed a super rare at minimum. And it's just straight up cheaper, so highly recommend saving them because these happen on the birthdays of the girls. The birthdays of the girls will be now listed. As you can see on these dates, on the day before, day of, and day after, you can participate in the scouts. Generally, you want to save up 120 love gems and go for the full 3, and then you can go ahead and increase your chances of getting that ultra rare of that character you would like. There are also an occasional step-up scouts, but they're pretty rare for Aquars at the moment because they don't have a whole lot of Aquar characters out because they came out afterwards. So let's talk about the stories. So there's a lot of stories that are in here, and each character gets a story. These stories also can be separated into other categories, such as the main story of the game. The muse stories come out by ranking up, and you'll get one like every 2 levels or something, I think, later on. And I'm still not done, even though I'm somewhat high rank, I guess, probably more in the middle of the pack. I've seen some people with insanely high levels. And once you generally level up, you'll unlock a new song. So you won't start with a whole lot of songs in the beginning, but later you'll get more. Of course, they just do it every update. You'll get a new song, and a story, and a song. Once you complete the story will probably give you generally like 3,000 gold, maybe some friend points, and a love gem if you complete the story. So just continue on with those. The stories more or less follow the story of the anime, but they also have additional stories outside of that, which maybe they come from the manga. I didn't read, so I don't know, but I'm assuming that's what the story is going to fill you on. There are also a lot of nice features out there, such as titles, where you can go collect them by accomplishing certain tasks and goals, where you can go and show off your liking to a certain character or a group. You can also then go and choose wallpapers, which you can earn in the same manner, which will just reflect, only be changing your background, so no one else will really see it, but that's just for you. None of them move though, except the original one that you start with, but there are some really nice backgrounds there. You can also go ahead and use the sticker shop, where you collect all the stickers from using that you get from duplicates that you have practiced away or sold. Here and there you can buy some scouting tickets for the future, or if you really want to buy a certain character. Now another thing I want to talk about is recently they added some PvP members. So the PvP is going to be the next step of Love Live. So originally there was just the Muse. Later they added Aquars members. When they added Aquar members, they added a bunch of rares in for each character, which were kind of expensive to get. They cost like 10 or 15 rares. I did buy all of them, regrettably. I just got backstabbed for that, but that's whatever now. But they didn't even have sounds back then. But later they did add it, but it took them a while. But now they have a lot of Aquars members added, and it's been some time. They added a bunch of stories, and they added their voices. Originally, even Arise didn't have their voices in, but eventually they added that and Saint Snow. Now they added some PvP members. Now some PvP members, there were 3 that are originally just the normal characters, so I'll go ahead and show you the normal characters that are now going to be a part of this PvP. In the list of normal character stories, we can find Shizuku Osaka, we can find Kanata Konoe, and lastly we will find towards the end Emma Verde. These are 3 characters that were originally normal characters that won a poll and became the new characters for PvP. There is a total of 9 PvP characters as shown right here, where 3 have we know are normal characters, and another 3 which are just given out due to these events, and the next 3 will be eventually released in the future. So the events are an interesting way to go ahead and compete against other people while getting rewards. The events vary from time to time. Some are just you play songs, you get certain types of tokens which you can spend on the song, the event song, and then you can receive points for doing that. Some have you compete against others while playing the same song. Some have you working cooperatively to complete a song. Some other events also have you have a little kind of interesting story alongside of it. So that's been pretty interesting, but most of the events are you fighting against someone else. I know when I played Bang Dream that they have this special room where you can consistently play with other people, which is pretty nice because that doesn't really occur in this game. You have to wait for an event to play cooperatively with other people, which is unfortunate. And they also have some other nice features that I wish this game's gonna have. But this game is eventually gonna be succeeded by Love Live All-Stars, so I don't know how much longer this game's gonna be continually supported. We'll see. Now there are a mass selection for the types of songs you can play. There are over 100 songs for you to play when you eventually level up. When you eventually start, you don't have that many songs, but you eventually collect a lot of songs that you can play through the Muse side, Encore side, and the B sides. These all have a bunch of different styles, which is just fun to play, and they all have their varying difficulties. You can choose difficulties from easy to expert, or if you want B-sides, master difficulties. I traditionally stick with expert or the easier master songs. I really can't play a master song. I'll go show you right here. Me trying to attempt Psychic Fire AC, which I really steps with the difficulty, and I don't do so well. So yeah, I'm pretty bad at this game, but hopefully you guys aren't super bad at random games. So here is my account information if you want to go ahead and try to friend me. If you have an ultra rare selected, or I don't know if you somehow send me a message or whatnot, and then I'll probably go ahead and accept you. I don't know. Being friends don't mean a whole lot in this game, to be honest, but whatever, I guess. To summarize, mostly I find this game a very enjoyable experience. I wouldn't call this game perfect, and it's still working on some of its kinks. When I started playing, there was a lot of downfalls to this game, but this game has improved. Yeah, but it still has some things to be worked on. When I played games such as Bang Dream, I liked how they had a bunch of locations that you can go to and talk to the characters. Example. Now, I would hope there would be some more cooperative features in this game. Now, eventually, I hope that they would make these more like Love Live School Idol Festival after school activity, where they have them actually dancing in the background. Now, we just mostly just have this bland background, but in games like O2, some of the songs have the opening or endings or some kind of animation in the background. Now, they gotta be careful to make sure it's not too distracting, so you have trouble playing the game while you're trying to look at the notes, but at the same time you're trying to look at them dancing in the background. But I'm sure they'll figure out a good balance for that system. Now, when a character does their special ability, generally they show up and do their, I don't know, call or whatever you want to call it, and they show up on the screen. I feel like Bang Dream does a little better. It's a little more flashy, but it's also not very intrusive. Another thing when playing this song is that this one does the curve arc when you play this song, while other games generally have just a traditional flat at the bottom screen. I don't know, this is their style, I guess, but we'll see how this will remain in the future. The only problem that I have is when you get that notification and then you can't tap the top notes and then it's over, you're gonna break that full combo. And that happened to me so many times, and it sometimes makes me want to throw the phone on the ground. Overall, I highly recommend getting this game. It has a lot of songs and it can't really compare to many other games, maybe beyond Osu, which has people make custom beat maps. This game is relatively fun and you collect a lot of members which all have different outfits which can appeal to a bunch of different people. Especially if you enjoy Love Live, this game will be really good for you. If you're not so much into Love Live, still I feel that the rhythm songs and the amount of outfits you can get might appeal to you, especially if you're a fan of rhythm or anime games. In the future, I would probably might do some more reviews or talks about this game and probably some other anime games. Just send me some suggestions or something like that. I'll also plan to maybe talk about the anime episodes of this anime or some other anime, but just let me know what you guys think. And this will be it for this video. I will close out by doing some crappy scouts, so enjoy that.